Dr. Wu here. I'm about to take a survey on the awareness of LGBT plus in Hong Kong USpace students. How awareness is the LGBT plus community in Hong Kong among HKUSPACE students? You need to rewrite this question. I'm not sure what you're asking, so definitely grammar check this question. Okay, let's see if this form will automatically collect my details. I'm not convinced it will. Okay, what if I prefer not to say? Here we are. American. Is Hong Kong a nationality? Orientation. What if I say I'm okay? Check this. Prefer. All right. Check your spelling. Are you sure your classmates know these words in English? You may want to provide Chinese language translation. Have you heard? Again, you really should check the grammar of these questions. So kindly do a grammar check. Do you have a religious belief? This is a yes/no question. Yet this is an open-ended answer. Yes. Based on your experience, can you rank the most discussed? Well, you haven't defined what these are. So, again, I'm not sure. Presumably all of these are topics. And are you sure your classmates know the meanings of these words? And this is a yes/no question. I can't. My answer is no, I can't rank. Yet you're forcing me to rank. So this is a yes/no question, but it doesn't actually match the choices. And people still may not know what LGBT plus is. And they may not know what these choices are. Please check your spelling. Please have your classmates check your spelling. Put this in a Word document and check the spelling, please. No. I'm not sure what this means. I prefer not to say. Is that what this means? Where do you get information? I don't get information. So maybe you want multiple choice, and maybe one of the choices can be other, because I don't get information. Again, what if one of your classmates doesn't even know what LGBT plus is? What factors influence? I don't know. So you're asking these open-ended questions, and I think there's some assumptions, and maybe you want to give your classmates some choices, constrain the choices, and maybe one of the choices is, I don't know, or I have no information. That's useful to know. How this factor, okay, so again, please check the grammar of your questions. How this factors affect your awareness, I don't know. Because I'm not aware of this LGBT, I don't really know what it is. How would you rate your overall awareness? So you have to define this rating scale. What does 5 mean? What does 1 mean? Like always aware? Uh, like 6 out of 7 days aware? 3 days aware? Never aware? Maybe you don't want a rating scale for this, but if you do, tell us what 1 means, tell us what 2, 3, 4, and 5 mean. Why are you unaware? Well, I think 13 refers to 12, so you need to tell your classmates that you're referring to your 12 answer, referring to your answer, number 12 answer. But again, it's not clear that 1 star is unaware and 5 is aware. If 5 is aware, what's 4? What's 3? What's 2? So I don't know what you are asking. You're asking the students to think about, presumably, their answer to number 12. But then this is a binary answer. Are you unaware or aware? But this is non-binary. There are 5 choices, not 2. So again, it's a little inconsistent what you're asking. I thought I ranked these. Like, isn't this a ranking? Or must I move something? Okay, so you actually have to move one of these options. So are you ranking? Okay, so presumably you're ranking from most discussed to least discussed. Okay, so you might want that clear, that number 1 doesn't mean the least, it means the most in this case. And 5 doesn't mean the most, it means the least. Okay, because again, you have these rating scales here where 5 presumably means most and 1 means the least. Okay, so make that clear in your instructions. Do you believe that LGBT plus individuals should have the same legal rights? Well, aren't there like more categories than these two? I don't know. At the same time, I think it's important that you define what these are. My view is I don't know. So I can neither agree nor disagree, because I may not know what LGBT plus means, and I may not know what heterosexual means. So you, at the very least, you may want to put Chinese language translation for your questions. I don't know. And you may find that you have classmates who know nothing about LGBT, and I think that would be a good finding. I don't know. Okay. If yes, please describe the context of the discrimination. Okay, thank you. What do you think are the main challenges faced by the LGBT? I don't know. Check your spelling. Again, you may not know, or your classmates may not know what these words mean in English, so provide Chinese language translation. Also, check your spelling. There are a lot of spelling and grammar errors in this questionnaire. None of the above. Check your spelling. Isn't government policy, doesn't that also concern education? I don't know. So I think you need to really check your spelling, your grammar, provide Chinese language translation, and clearly define your terms. and make sure your question items are clearly defined and they match the types of choices that you give your classmates. Bless you and good luck.